Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, I appreciate you checking out this volume of Let's Talk Rough Rider Knives. I believe this is number 4. Now, as you can see in front of us, we do have a selection from 4 different series that are available from Rough Rider. You got the Old Southwest, the Denim Micarta. Now, don't confuse that with the Denim Micarta work knife. That is not part of this series. Then you have the Working Man pocket knives with pocket clips, and the Patriot series. So we're just going to basically talk a little bit about this series and take a look at, the makeup and the designs that you'll find in these series. So let's start with the Old Southwest. We'll go with that one. Now, I mean, you can tell that it's going to have that kind of that Southwest jewelry type flair. And of course it is. You've got the nice magnetic box. Now, this is a pretty large series from Rough Rider. Now, of course, we have the Stockman that we're going to be taking a look at, but there's actually 11 different knives in this series. You have the Doctor's Knife, the Stockman, which we're going to look at, the Toothpick, the Trapper, the Congress, Sow Belly, Hawkbill, Double Lockback, Bow Trapper, Large Moose, and the Canoe. So quite a few different traditional patterns in this series. But as I said, we're going to take a look at the Stockman. Now, as you can see there, you've got the nickel silver, just it's reigns supreme in this design. Now, you do have that red synthetic and blue synthetic turquoise, but the pearl inlays there you see in the white are genuine. So you have a combination of genuine and synthetic materials in this design. Now, of course, you're going to have brass liners on it, but I mean, look at that intricate design there. And that's definitely like milled into, it's definitely the design. It's not like, there's definitely relief there and everything. So overall, it's not too bad. You do have a little bit of gapping there on the black back spring, but all in all, it's a very, very interesting design. Now, it is a Stockman, so you're going to have your match strike poles. There you go. You got the Old Southwest, kind of that frosted blade with the Old Southwest on it. You do have half stops. You've got the clip point, the small spay, and of course, our sheep's foot right there. Like I said, all have the match strike nail nicks on them. Really, really, I mean, it's a true, Stockman pattern, but just really intricate and just an absolutely beautiful, beautiful knife. Now, we're not going to get too heavy into the specs, but this overall close, it's about 4¼ inch. I'll tell you that your blade lengths with your clip point, you're looking at just under a 3-inch blade. And then with the small spay and the sheep's foot, you're looking at right about 1.6 is what they're calling out for the blade length. So not a bad, I really like, I've never been into, Southwest jewelry in the turquoise, but I mean, this is just a really good looking knife, in my opinion. So very interesting. Like I said, 11 knives in that series. Oh, well, let's go Denim Micarta. So again, this is the Denim Micarta series. Now, don't mistake this with the Denim Micarta work knife. That does not, that was the black and blue kind of denim. This is just a solid denim, and this is a really, really good looking. Look at this. Oh man, look at that. It does, man. It looks like a pair of blue jeans. Really, really good looking knife. Now, in this series, not quite 11. What do we got in this series? We have 6. We have 6 in the Denim Micarta series. You have, and the other thing about this, these are all where the Southwest was your, traditional 440A from Rough Rider. The Denim Micarta is T10 carbon steel. So something else to keep in mind. But you're going to have the Trapper, The large moose is what we're looking at. There's a Barlow. That Barlow looks really good. You also have a canoe, and then you have is it a small trapper? And I believe you have a small trapper and a large trapper. Let me verify that real quick. I think it's a small trapper and a large trapper, and then this one is the Copperhead. That's the other one, the Copperhead. So, but I mean, again, a really, really nice looking knife. Slant R bolsters in this, nickel silver bolsters, pins. You've got the brass liners. Now this one again has a little bit of gapping, but it's pretty uniform. So hey, but I mean, you're talking in all these knives. You're talking, well, the Moose is approaching $20 with the T10 carbon. But most of these knives you're going to be looking at right into that $13 to $15 to $16 range. So are they perfect? No, not always. Have I got some pretty darn perfect Rough Rider knives? Yeah, I have. In that $13 to $16 range without question. So you got the Slant R bolsters. I know that's not going to make Tobias happy. They're also pinched. As you can see there, the bolsters are pinched. But now on this large Moose, again, you've got the nail nicks, the match strike pull nail nicks. You've got the large clip point. You do have half stops. Now this is a decent size knife. Let's see, with that clip point, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're looking at almost 7 3/4 with the handle and blade. And then, as on all Moose patterns, again, you do have the large spade blade on this one. Now, no frosted blades or anything like that on this one, but it's just a really, really nice looking knife. And that micarta gives you some decent grip on it while you're using it. But man, just a really nice looking knife. Now I was gonna wait till the end, but I'd like you guys, just as kind of a reminder here, tell me what you think. Which one of these kind of calls out to you the most when we're done? Be it the Southwest, the Denim Micarta, the Working Man, or the Patriot. I'd really like to know down in the comments what you think. But a really, really good looking series. So now let's go to the Working Man. How about it? So the Working Man, now this is a little bit smaller. It's kind of funny the way I'm going. This wasn't intended. But again, a little bit of smaller series. Now the Working Man, but it's Working Man pocket clip series. These knives all have pocket clips on them. So a little interesting twist to that traditional pattern. Now this is a half hawk. You're going to have four knives in this series. You're going to have the Stockman, a liner lock. You're going to have this half hawk right here. And then you're going to have a trapper. There's pretty much a trapper in every series that, it's pretty much, the trapper is just, it's an iconic pattern. So you're going to find a trapper in pretty much every series. Now this one, you've got that green smooth bone. That is a really, really deep looking green. It looks pretty darn good. Of course, there you have Rough Rider there on the pocket clip. Single-sided. It's not ambidextrous, guys. Sorry about that. The knife itself is, but the pocket clip, I guess it really is for the most part. You can't switch it, but it'll go in your pocket just as easy either way. Brass pins, brass liners. Now, this one's pretty darn good. A little bit of gappage right there, but again, what's this one? $15. So I don't get too wound around the axle when I see a little bit of gapping on the back spring on these knives. I just don't. So here you've got that kind of sheep's foot, kind of half hawkish type blade. That's kind of how they go with it. Again, the match strike nail nicks. It's got a decent pull on this one. 440A steel on this one, just like on the Southwest. Remember, the Denim Micarta was T10. So it's kind of got that, you do have that shape of your traditional hawk bill, but you don't have quite the curve on it for the curvature in that hawk bill blade. And then, of course, you do have a smaller penknife. Again, that secondary blade has got a nice snap to it and a good pull. Now, on some of these, your secondary blades, the springs just aren't as strong, especially on those smaller blades. But yeah, both of them have really, really nice pulls on them. It's a really good example from this series. Are we rubbing? It's close, but I don't see... No, I really don't see any marks on the blade or anything like that. But overall, this is an interesting series. The pocket clip series, the Working Man pocket clip, you know, it's a little bit different. I know how a lot of people have said, I don't like traditional knives because they don't have pocket clips on them. Well, you can get slips that have pocket clips on them, or you can get the Working Man series, the Working Man pocket clip series, pocket clips right there for you. But overall, that's a pretty darn good looking knife. I'm not big on green, but that's a good looking knife. And then last but not least, we're going to check out this Patriot series. Now, I said I didn't really plan it like this, but I started out with the Southwest that had 11 knives in the series. The Denim Micarta had what did I say, 8 or 6, and then the Working Man had 4, and now we have the Patriot series, and there's 2. There's 2 knives in this series. Now, right here, you've got the Canoe, which is the one that we're going to take a look at, and then there's also, again, a Trapper. Like I said, you're pretty much going to find that Trapper in every series. Both of these knives are $15. And in the description, guys, I will leave links to all these different series: Patriot, Denim Micarta, Working Man pocket clip, and of course this Old Southwest. But again, now you've got deep blue, that kind of dark blue smooth bone on there. Now there you go. You've got a Canoe. You've got the lined pinched bolsters on this one. What I think is kind of cool is, look, you've got red and white liners. So on the back, you've got a little bit of a red, white, and blue. Now this one, I do see there's a little bit of gap there on the red liner. But again, $15 knife. Yeah, I get it. Again, does it really bother me? Not too much on these. Now this one, oh, looky there. The Freedom with the eagle and flag. I'm trying to show you that with the, not trying to blind you, but there you go. Then again, that frosted blade with the etch on it. And that spring's a little weaker. That's probably the weakest one of them all. Not bad. I'd say the pull on that's maybe, oh, it's probably a 4. Talk. It's still got a decent little snap to it. Oh, but I forgot to show you this. Now this one, you have the long pull on this one, the matte strike long pull, and then you do have a frosted blade. Give me liberty or give me death. Well, I guess that's a pretty good saying for a knife named the Patriot. And then again, you've got the matte strike long pull on this one. Nickel silver bolsters, brass pins, brass liners. I believe those are brass pins. Let me double check on that. Or are they? Now they are nickel silver pins. Okay. Wanted to make sure. There are nickel silver pins in this one. So, but I think that's kind of a cool touch. The red, white, and blue liners, of course, for the Patriot. Gotta have it, I guess. Look at those pins. The pins are done really, really well. And the transitions on all these knives are done pretty darn well also. So overall, you've got 4 pretty neat series here. Of course, you've got, like I said, you have the Patriot here. Then we have the Denim Micarta with the large moose. The Canoe for the Patriot. We got the Working Man pocket clip series with that green smooth bone and our pocket clip. And then, of course, we have the Old Southwest. Oh, there's my box. Put my box on the other side. Then we've got the Old Southwest series and that nice large, I mean, that's a pretty large Stockman, to be perfectly honest with you. 11 knives in this series, 6 knives in the Denim Micarta, 4 in the Working Man pocket clip, and 2 in the Patriot series. As I said, guys, I will leave links down in the description, so if you want to go check them out, please feel free to do so. Just remember, if you find one you like, I do have an affiliate link. So when you click on that link, you do end up helping the channel if you end up purchasing a knife. So I greatly appreciate it. And to be perfectly honest with you, you help out the channel, help out you guys. Because as you know, anything I get from my affiliation goes right back into knives to give away on the channel. So thanks a lot, guys. Like I said, let me know down in the comments, what do you think of these 4 series? Which one kind of grabs your eye more? Or one you probably, if there's one you'd probably steer away from, let me know. You know, that's what the comments are there for. It's a conversation for us to chat about stuff. So, as always, guys, greatly appreciate you hanging around with me. Remember, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later, guys. Bye-bye.